With the events occurring at the border and immigration being a hot button topic, we thought it would be an interesting time to break down one of the most controversial aspects of immigration, ICE, U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement. Today we have Daquan Moeller arguing in opposition of ICE and Julian Murillo arguing in favor of ICE. Let's get to the show.
To open the argument, I just feel like ICE is a good program, but I think could be achieved through reform.
I think ICE is an unnecessary program, which is unethical and violates human rights.
It's funny you say that because last year ICE removed 226,000 immigrants alone, 90% of them being with a criminal conviction, just showing their good intentions and purpose to keep the community safe on this side of the border.
There's 2 points there. First of all, I don't think deportation should be a punishment for anyone. It's a cruel and unusual punishment, which violates the Constitution. And second point, efforts to stop crime are undermined by ICE because many people are hesitant to negotiate or talk to law enforcement because they fear deportation.
I understand your point, but at the same time, Homeland Security, this one part of ICE, their goal is, to stop and prevent terrorism, as well as cross-border trafficking, human trafficking, and illegal drug activity. And I think that's all important topics that we have to focus on, not just about illegal immigrants crossing the border looking for a better life.
You bring up Homeland Security. I believe that is also a problematic agency. It was largely a response to 9/11, and I think its methods are highly unethical and violates privacy often. And I think there's a more humane way that addresses the overarching problems which cause drug trafficking and terrorism, which I do not believe can be solved simply by enforcement.
I understand. Yes. Dismantling the agency, completely destroying ICE, would mean an end to an enforceable U.S. border, which would leave it all over to the U.S. Border Patrol. Could lead to an increase in gang violence, more illegal crossings, but this all could be resolved through different political matters or different diplomatic actions that could change or alter the power that the U.S. Border Patrol has or that ICE has.
Well, ICE wasn't invented until 2003, and Border Patrol controlled the borders, and they still do largely. ICE focuses on internal deportations, not people crossing the border. And so I think that we can replace ICE with a more humane way to gain people rights to citizenship other than destroying families and tearing them apart.